what does detachment have to do with the concept of erotic abundance in our lives? And how can we understand detachment better? A friend of mine who's a psychologist, she said to me, I don't like that. She said, it's like, okay, so I'll just detach. But she says, I can still feel angry. I still have that problem. And that thing or that person or that outside influence still detonates my triggers, she said to me. And I think it's an understanding of what detachment means energetically really helps us understand our mindset, the mental thought processes of what happens when something's detonating our emotional triggers, and how we need to understand that detachment doesn't mean that you just put something aside. You just put it aside and you ignore it and it just keeps coming up for you. That's not detachment. Detachment is in the moment you feel all that emotional energy. It's making your mind go crazy. You're having trouble controlling your mind. And in that moment, you take an introspection, you take a journey inside yourself, and you detach for a moment, not, all the time, all day. You're not going to walk through your whole day detached. It doesn't mean you're just going to block and ignore the issues that are happening in your life. But you do take a moment to detach from what's happening outside yourself that's detonating those triggers. So detachment can mean taking a small journey inside and energetically unconnecting yourself from the outside trigger that's happening, that's affecting the way your life feels. Take that inner journey. And what this has to do with the concept in the Erotic Abundance course and in the Erotic Abundance teachings is, if you're detached from those triggers and the outside world and the mental, churning the mind, going around, you can actually take some time to actually say, like, let's feel some of the energy of the body. Let's feel some of that creative energy. Give yourself power and force from that creative energy, that intimate energy that we all have, that beautiful female mother connected energy. Bring it up to the heart center and be very detached and very present. In order to be present, we need to learn to detach from the things happening around us that drive us crazy and bring it inside to our heart center. Drop the mental body into the frequency of love, healing, vibration of peace, love, presence. Connect with the Father energy, the beautiful spiritual God, Father energy, and the beautiful creative energy of the body. And this is where detachment helps us to be able to take from a place of healing presence, take the time, okay. Now, in that place, you can ask yourself, what trigger was detonated inside me? Take responsibility for the trigger, because it's not the other person outside who's detonating those things in you. It's your own inner emotional triggers that are making you angry, that are bothering you, that are making you feel afraid. And from a place of detachment, that's a place where we can observe. That's a place where we can take that introspection, that peaceful, loving kindness, vibration and energy. And that doesn't mean you're just ignoring the things in your life that you don't like, the people that do things that you don't agree with. But many times those people and those things are things that we can't change in this moment. Everything changes. Everything changes in life. But maybe in this exact moment, it's exactly what we need to be able to come to that place inside ourselves and say, okay, this bothers me. This person, what they do is frustrating me. It hurts me. Now, what's going on inside of me? And the only way we can have that maturity of emotional intelligence, that connection inside ourselves with the heart center, is through that process of detaching to the outcome, detaching to the past that's freaked us out in the past. What is it in the future what we're afraid of? What is it that's happening for us to not be present in this moment, where we realize that even though something is happening that we don't like, it's not the way we want it to be, it's not what we dreamed of or what we wish for, but in this moment, we can truly settle inside ourselves and say, I'm okay. I'm at peace. In this moment, everything is okay. In this beautiful jungle here, everything is at peace. I'm safe. Nothing is threatening my life. In detachment, we regulate the nervous system. In detachment, we also are able to work on those issues of emotional, for example, emotional addiction to fear issues, emotional addiction to dopamine responses, emotional addiction to highs and lows, depression, all these things that are happening inside ourselves. In order for us to work through those very intense emotions, we need to come and start from a place of detachment. And that is where detachment might not be understood by everyone. It's being used a lot in a phrase by Muji. He's a very awesome meditation instructor from the Indian philosophies, the Zen philosophies. A lot of people are talking about detachment, psychology, but it was very interesting when my friend said to me, she's like, I don't like the concept of detachment. That doesn't go along with what I've studied as a psychologist. But I thought about it, and it doesn't mean that you're detaching from the reality. It doesn't mean that you're not facing the reality. It means that emotionally you're disconnecting from what is happening outside the world so that you can take a moment to go inside. You can take a moment to go deep inside, to reflect. Detach from the outside world means connecting with the inside world. So in the detachment, there is tremendous connection. In the detachment from the things you can't change, in the detachment from other people's energies and emotions, other people's fear and struggles that, if you're very empathic and sensitive, you're feeling and picking up on. Detach from what is not yours and what you can't control or change, and connect deeply with what you're able to change inside yourself. And that is the secret. Have a great day. Hope this helps. Just a beautiful morning here in the jungle, and my desire to share and help others to open their mind, to find more peace, and to share this beautiful energy here.